Bryce, thank you. Well, no running water, no sewage lines, and impassable streets. Dozens of Prairie View families say they have had to live with these conditions for years now. But city council members are now promising change. As Devin Clark explains, some residents are hopeful but also remain skeptical.
No tengo agua, no tengo drenaje. Aquí no hay nada.
Alicia Ruiz is one of dozens of people who have property in the Villa Capri community of Prairie View without water or sewerage.
I pay a lot in this street and the other street.
Okay.
I spend mucho dinero.
With years of nothing being done, Jose Martinez says he used his own money to have some of the streets paved and install water lines himself for he and a few others nearby.
The people here have been on septic tanks for the last several years. The city is responsible to provide water and sewage to the families here. However, we have neglected to do so.
Position 5 Councilman Malcolm Jackson has been in the seat for 1 year. He says before he took the position, there was a water and sewerage project in the works under the former Mayor David Allen back in 2019. But it was stopped after it was revealed that money from the project was coming from the wrong part of the budget.
Once it became found out, I guess, by some of the rest of council, the project was then halted under the new administration of now former Mayor Brian Rowland.
Former Mayor Allen, who is now Position 1 councilman, admits to the error and says he tried to amend the budget several times so that the project could continue, but council wouldn't pass the vote. Years later, the project still hadn't been picked back up.
The city council has not been functioning. Unfortunately, some of the things with the current mayor and council, they haven't been able to have a meeting. Our first meeting was a month ago.
Councilman Allen says change is on the horizon, pointing out that at last month's city council meeting, crucial contracts were approved. And he says next week we can begin to see sewage lines being put in, followed by these rocky streets being paved.
Yo promesas no creo ya.
Martinez says after countless broken promises, he doesn't believe them anymore. He says he'll believe it when he sees crews breaking ground. That's something that last month's meeting minutes shows is finally in the works. In Prairie View, Devin Clark, KPRC 2 News.